Political parties are gearing up for the return of Parliament on September 16th. But what are the issues that could throw the parties off their game?
I see two sleeper issues this fall. The first one would be if the Prime Minister decides to prorogue. That would probably caught off guard all the opposition parties and decides to introduce a speech from the throne in early 2025. So that would be, I think, something to watch for. Second one would be obviously the other sleeper issue that I see is the possibility of the Prime Minister still resigning. And that would probably throw more chaos in Ottawa because there would be a leadership race on top of a possibility of a federal election. So that would be the ultimate climax of politics in Ottawa.
So one of the sleeper issue I'm looking at is Chrystia Freeland. Is she going to stay on as finance minister? We saw earlier this year that the Prime Minister was trying to get Mark Carney to come aboard and join the cabinet. He said no to that. The Prime Minister was less than effusive in his support of Chrystia Freeland. We know that the Prime Minister's office has been critical of the way she's been able to act as a messenger. The budget has not been very successful. And then we just saw at the caucus in British Columbia that Mark Carney is all of a sudden coming aboard as an economic advisor, kind of pushing Chrystia Freeland aside. Is she now looking for work, trying to see if she's going to go out? And if she goes, that's going to change the whole game in Ottawa. If she leaves, then he's going to have to get another finance minister. And I think it's going to destabilize the government to some extent.
So this isn't really a sleeper issue insofar as immigration has long been a topic in Canadian politics for all kinds of reasons, but I think it's got potential to be a sleeper in this respect in this Parliament. I think it could play out as a risky issue for a lot of parties, depending on how the rhetoric evolves around. You know, what we've already heard, the Liberal government say they're looking at reductions in levels of population and immigration levels. And now we're hearing that the Conservatives want to cap population growth or via cuts to immigration. So it depends. It has potential to become a very divisive debate in Canada. And so I think I'm going to be watching in this Parliament how the parties approach this. It's a huge, complex societal question. And if it's not handled properly, it risks dividing Canadians further rather than rallying them around solutions for complex problems.
For more from our journalist panel and the latest from Parliament Hill, tune in to Primetime Politics, returning September 16th at cpac.ca.